Do you ever just feel this deep, kind of nagging responsibility for everyone? Like, if you're the person everyone calls in a crisis, then yeah, this one's for you. We're going to get into this powerful and honestly really exhausting feeling that we're calling the fixer's guilt.
I mean, this is the core question, isn't it? It's this feeling that if you take care of yourself, you're somehow betraying the people who count on you. It's just wild. So we're going to break down exactly why this happens and, more importantly, what you can actually do about it. All right, so let's start by painting a picture of this specific experience. A moment that, look, if you're the designated fixer, you know this one all too well.
You know that feeling, right? That knot in your stomach. You haven't even heard the request yet, but your body is already bracing itself to give up its time, its energy, because saying no, it just feels impossible. And this is the real conflict, isn't it? On the outside, you're the reliable one. You're strong, you're capable. But inside, it's this constant, just draining battle where your own needs, they feel selfish. They feel like an indulgence you can't afford. So, why does this happen? Is it just who we are? Well, no, this feeling isn't just in your head. It's actually a biological and psychological response that you've learned over time. Let's get into the science of it. Okay, get this. Co-regulation. This is the idea that just listening isn't passive at all. It's an active physical thing. When someone comes to you all panicked, you are literally using your own biological energy to calm their nervous system down. You're absorbing their intensity. So yeah, no wonder you feel completely drained afterward. And this next one, fawning, this is so important. For a lot of us, being the fixer isn't a personality choice. It's a survival response, deep in your nervous system, just like fight or flight. Your body basically learned that the safest way to deal with a stressful situation is to just please and appease, to make sure everyone else is okay first.
And this is where other people come into the picture. It's called homeostasis. Basically, your family, your friend group, they get used to a certain balance, a balance where you are the stabilizer, you're the fixer. The whole system kind of gets comfortable with you in that role, and it relies on you to stay there. So when you finally try to say no, that guilt you feel, that's not just you being difficult. That's the feeling of you shaking up the entire system's normal. You're not just turning down a request. You're challenging these unspoken rules, everyone's expectations of you. And yeah, that feels huge. And this really gets to the heart of it. You become the therapist friend, the one everyone vents to. But what happens is people kind of forget to check in on you. You're so good at looking like you've got it all together that they just assume you don't need help. It can be a really lonely place to be.
Okay, so we get the feeling, we get the science behind it. Now for the really important part. What do we do about it? Let's get into a super practical, really powerful strategy for how to say no.
Now, the goal isn't to stop caring, not at all. The goal is to create just a little bit of space between the request and your response. It's about breaking that automatic knee-jerk yes and just giving your own nervous system a second to breathe. And it's this simple, really, just 3 steps. You hear the request, you take a breath, and you say, "Let me get back to you." That's it. That pause is everything. Because in that space, you finally get to ask yourself, wait, do I actually have the energy for this right now?
And if you're wondering what that sounds like, here are some phrases you can practice. Things like, "Let me check and get back to you." Or even, "I really care about you, but I can't tonight." Or just being direct, "I need some time for myself right now." See, these aren't rejections. They're just honest. And they're kind to them, but more importantly, they're kind to you.
Okay, so what happens when you start doing this? When you become the honest you? Look, setting boundaries isn't about pushing people away. It's actually about inviting them into a relationship with the real you, not just the role you've been playing. This is the fear that keeps so many of us stuck, right? The fear that you'll be seen as the cold one. But the truth? The truth is, you're not being cold. You're being the honest one. You're just being real about your own limits. And you know what? The people who truly care about you, they won't lose respect for you. They'll actually gain a more authentic version of you. The right people will stick around, I promise.
So let's just end on this thought. You do not have to be the strong one to be worthy of love. Your worth is not measured by how much you can carry for other people. You are allowed to have needs too. So my question for you is, what is one need of your own you can meet today?